Over here, I've got this recently renovated Kikuyu, right now sitting at 14 millimeters, looking pretty nice. And then I've got this. Let's have a chat about it. Well, g'day and welcome to a new video. And yeah, massive contrast between these two sections of lawn here. I've got big plans for this section and eventually it's going to be a beautiful part of our home. The history of this section is that when we first moved in here almost a year and a half ago, there's a big lemon tree there that I always knew I didn't want there. I wanted fruit trees in the back corner and it's since been joined by some other fruit trees up there. And I wanted to do something, I wasn't quite sure. I'm now really looking forward to hopefully end of winter, start of next spring, to be constructing a really nice fire pit, big open garden area, put in some nice trees, colorful flowers. I'm planning to put in some different turf around it, and irrigating that. So it's super excited for those projects. But for right now, and for in the last, kind of year, this grass has just sat here. The plan was all this growing season to maintain it using my low input lawn care program. In the end, all I've done to this grass across the entire spring and summer is fertilize it twice, scalped it once at the start of October. I think I did pre-emergent, and I think I've given it wetting agent twice. So not even anywhere close to my lawn care program. And well, actually fairly close. Missed a couple of wetting agents and a granular fertilizer, but right now, color is fantastic in here. It's really nice. I made a video about fertilizing this Lawn Tips Dominate Mini not that long ago. The color's quite good, but wow. In the entire time we've lived here, I've scalped this twice, but I've not scarified it. Actually, no, that's a lie. I did a lawn renovation project on here at one point where there's a full video and results about where I sort of scalped and scarified one bit, scalped one bit only, left another bit, so that's there. So yeah, I think these two sections have been scarified a year ago, but overall, my oh my, it is super thick in here. Super thick. And especially over here where that lemon tree was, it is ultra bumpy and just frustrating. So when I got my sand, I was planning to get my sand delivered for my back lawn renovation. I was like, you know what? I'm getting extra and I'm going to do a renovation on this lawn. And I also, from a timing perspective, I really wanted to push it a little bit. I was planning on start of April. Right now it's about the 20th of March or something like that. I want to push it a little bit in terms of timing. I'm doing a full renovation minus core aeration to see how it responds and recovers and how long it takes and that kind of thing. Because this video will go up on like the 24th of March or something like that. And really, it's too late for a full renovation unless in Southeast Victoria, unless you're really confident in your lawn care practices, which I am. This grass here is growing beautifully since that Dominate application. Yeah, I don't know. I'm confident it's going to be fine. I wouldn't recommend other people to do lawn renovations at this time of year, but I'm a bit happy to do it myself. Today, actually, before the cool change this afternoon, is probably our last 30-degree day until September, October. But yeah, I don't know, it'll be fine, it'll be right. So look, between back lawn, front lawn, a lot of renovating that gets done on this this channel here. I'm not gonna put the cylinder mower across this because that would just be silly, I feel like. So I'm gonna grab the rotary. I've got baby monitors set up over there because I'm babysitting my nephew today. So I'm gonna get as much as I possibly can done in his 2 naps today and probably finish it tomorrow. But I wanna get scalping and scarifying hopefully done today, because it's going to rain, meant to rain, have thunderstorms tonight, and I do not want to be coming out here when it's wet tomorrow because it's going to be cold as well. So let's get it done quickly. Not really throwing those clippings back very well. Just come up to a number 5. I'm gonna try number 6, which is like 35 mils or something like that. Far out, this grass is so thick. So thick. Definitely be getting a proper scalp pig over winter, for sure. I'm now up mowing at a number 7, which is insane. But anyway, the deal I made was to mow this once a week with a rotary mower only, just to show what was possible, sort of on Instagram and stuff. And I mean, missing a mow last week clearly has a big impact, but if that happens, this is sort of what you can do. If you're mowing at a number 7, you miss 2 weeks of mowing, you go on a holiday or whatever, go to a number 6 and mow it 3 times. Go up and down, go across, go on a diagonal, clean it up as much as you can, because it will get thick, especially in growing season, especially for me when I just applied high nitrogen fertilizer and it's, you know, late summer, good growing weather. Reset it. It's going to look a little bit crappy like this, but it'll come back better in the long run. So, well, I'll keep getting as much done as I can here. Well, really successful day here in the end. The baby's done some really good sleeping, which is fantastic. So I have pulled out a ton of material from here. It feels so satisfying to scarify a crappy, super thatchy lawn like this. Yeah, the wind has died down this afternoon, which has been really nice. Hopefully we are going to get some of those storms, some of that rain. Taking off the catcher there really helped, leaving it out here to dry while I was inside for a couple of hours with the baby in the end. Yeah, coming back out now and just continuing to cut down through it. I scarified twice there on the lowest level. Yep, still asleep, that's a win. So yeah, look, top dressing tomorrow as well, which is gonna help, especially with the levels. There are some spots, especially through the middle there, where it's extremely bumpy. But look, Southeast Victoria right now, doing this, you know, you're looking at, for the back lawn in the end, for a full scale reno, it's gonna be about 3 to 4 weeks in the end for full coverage. So for here, full, you know, top dress on top of this as well, about 4 weeks is late April, which is knocking on the door of May, which is, you know, things are getting cooler. So it's time to be a bit conservative, but you know, I sort of spoke about that at the start. I'm pretty comfortable and I think it's going to be good, and it's going to be good for future reference as well, to do things like this for my own personal experience to just refer to, I guess. So yeah, look, I'll keep knocking this over for as long as I can this afternoon, get it all tidy and cleaned up. Oh, and the wind is back, which reminds me, the reason for that crappy camera angle just sitting in one spot is because the tripod kept just blowing over. So I was a bit limited, had to tuck it over near the fence, so hopefully it was okay. See you tomorrow. One of those beautiful Melbourne days where it is drizzling and cloudy and rainy and then sunny a couple of minutes later. Gotta love that. But yeah, we didn't end up getting any rain last night in terms of storms. When I woke up this morning, had 2 mil in the gauge, so just a little bit of a sprinkle, which is better than nothing. Yeah, the rain hasn't really, apart from making me concerned about the camera, hasn't really held me back today so far. I've got a lot more sand currently sitting out the front that I need to get rid of than I sort of planned to. Something I did down the end there, because like this lawn is so bumpy that when I go across with the leveling rake, I did a little bit at the back there just before, it really does push it into the low spots quite nicely. So I think I'll almost end up making this a very heavy top dress, which I'm not too concerned about because it is growing so well, this lawn at the moment, and I haven't scalped it super low. But yeah, I think I'll empty this cart, come across with the leveling rake, and then any bits where there's a bit of exposed leaf or ground for whatever reason, where it's really been pushed into low spots, I'll touch that up. Still battling a little bit of drizzle here, but pretty happy with this level of top dressing. Got a bit of, bit of grass poking out the top here. It's not looking particularly healthy, but there's stuff poking out the top, which is great. Yeah, look, this is going to be really interesting, I think, as a bit of a case study to see how it progresses. Look, if I get a few weeks down the track and I need to give it a kick with some real nitrogen and things like that to boost it back and really get it through, then I will. But honestly, we had 3 days of 38 degrees last weekend, so the soil temps are nice. It's going to come back, I'm pretty confident of, but like I said, I just wouldn't be recommending it to other people. I might do a light top dress on some areas of the front lawn just to get rid of some of that sand. Boys' sand pit's going to be pretty full, so anyway, I'm glad I over-ordered instead of under-ordered. But yeah, next video is probably going to be updating back lawn, front lawn, and this patch next week, so stay tuned for how that's looking. Give it a follow on Instagram as well. Hit subscribe if you have been enjoying. I think I'm like approaching 5,000 subscribers, which is cool, So yeah, look, thanks very much for watching. Good to get another reno done for the season. And now I'll just look forward to next spring, I guess. Thanks for watching, have a good one.